Who is Mónica Santana?
Well, hello everybody. I'm Mónica, and first thanks a lot for the invite. And well, I'm project lead for platform for the offshore wind projects in the Netherlands. I'm working in TenneT, which is a transmission system operator of the Netherlands. And originally I am from Spain. I studied there my bachelor in energy engineering, and then after graduating, I thought that I wanted to get some international experience and see how the energy sector is dealt in other European countries. So the master studies is what brought me to the Netherlands. I thought the program in TU Delft was really interesting, so I started my master in sustainable energy technology. And yeah, also after graduating, I thought, what can I do, just coming back to Spain or staying in the Netherlands? And then I found a really good job opportunity in the offshore wind sector in the Netherlands. So I stayed here, and I've been living in the Netherlands for almost 5 years now.
What brought you to the Netherlands?
Yeah, so first of all, the aim of studying abroad my master's, and then after looking around several European countries, I thought that the Netherlands had what I was looking for, so a good education program, but also the Netherlands is really open to international students. Also, yeah, everyone speaks English really well, so really easy to integrate. And I think in the energy sector, it has a lot of things going on, a lot of developments and projects in which we can contribute as young professionals.
What's your current role in energy transition and maybe future ambitions?
Yeah, so I am currently working in the field of offshore wind in TenneT. And in particular, I work as a project lead for the 2 gigawatt HVDC offshore stations in the North Sea. So this is the offshore platform that connects the offshore wind farm to the onshore transmission network. And yeah, this will be the first 2 gigawatt offshore stations in the North Sea from both the Netherlands and Germany in the coming decade. So it's a really exciting environment to be involved in. And I will be in charge of the execution of some of these Dutch projects together with our contractors and all the involved stakeholders. And I'm leading the development of some of the systems of the platform. And in terms of my future ambitions, yeah, I think my future ideal role would be as a project manager. So similar to the function I am doing right now, and yeah, keep contributing in the energy sector, in the offshore wind sector or other renewable energy projects that will happen and will keep happening in the coming decade or in the coming years for sure.
Are there any plans in returning back to your home country and working on energy transition over there?
Yeah, right now I'm very satisfied in the Netherlands. There are a lot of opportunities to growth and develop professionally here. And in the end, I'm contributed to the European energy transition, which is even more important. So I don't have plans of coming back soon. But yeah, I think that being part of the Spanish transformation would be really exciting as well. And yeah, for sure, Spain will play an important role in the European energy transition in the coming years. So I think it would be really fulfilling to be there as well. So maybe in the far future, yeah, I will come back.
Are you aware of these activities in Spain in terms of energy transition? Do you follow the news?
Yes, I'm trying to keep track of what's happening there. But of course, I'm more involved now in the Netherlands, but yeah, there are a lot of developments going on there as well.
Can you tell me what are the differences between Spain and the Netherlands? And also from the point of working as a young person on energy transition?
Yeah. So yeah, to begin with, I think Spain has a really good energy mix. So last year, almost 50% of all the electricity generated was from the renewable energy sources. And onshore wind is the most important renewable energy technology, with almost 22% of the total production. And around 20% is nuclear. So in total, around 70% of the generated electricity in Spain is emission-free, although we are still quite dependent on gas, and it will continue like this in the coming years due to the intermittency of the renewable energy. And solar will be the most important source of energy in the coming years due to the huge solar potential that Spain has, and we have a lot of planned projects. But on the other hand, yeah, the Netherlands has the problem of the lack of terrain or land available, and it also has a lot of consumption due to, it's really small country, highly populated. It has a large industry sector. So the options of installing more solar projects and onshore wind projects is getting more and more challenging. And both have a lot of potential for green hydrogen. So I know Spain and the Netherlands are getting very involved in all these hydrogen developments. And I think the main difference between the Netherlands and Spain is the offshore wind, in which I am mainly involved in. So for example, in Spain, it's more challenging due to the high depth of the seawater. Only floating offshore wind is possible there. But right now, some offshore areas have been set by the government in Spain, and this happened quite recently, like last month. So now tenders will start there to build the first floating offshore wind projects there. So I think Spain can be a lead country in this type of technology, since this will be the first projects, and there are some prototypes that are proving the technology now, and these projects will be mainly in the north of Spain and in the Canary Islands, while in the other hand, in the Netherlands, offshore wind will play like a key role in the energy transition. It's with the North Sea, the water depth is quite low in comparison to the one in Spain. So there's a huge pipeline of projects planned in the Netherlands for offshore wind, and when this energy is connected to the main transmission grid, this will be a huge peak of renewable energy that is coming to the grid in the end. And regarding the possibilities of young people to be active in the energy transition, I think it's comparable for both countries, but mainly professionally, there are a lot of opportunities in Spain, I feel, and there are several known Spanish companies that have international presence. But I feel that still young professionals from Spain move abroad to look for better conditions, especially for the starting positions after graduation. And maybe that's something that I don't see that much in the Netherlands. So people tend to stay here, because there are from the first moment really good conditions in terms of job opportunities. And also from the university itself, there are a lot of associations in the Netherlands in which you can participate as a student, but you get really the feeling of what you can do when you graduate and when you're looking for a job. There are a lot of professional associations that you get the fundings from some big companies, and then you already do some networking. You are starting to get some, your voice starts to be heard in this sense. But I think in general we need more awareness about the importance of the contribution of young people. And there are some international associations in Spain as well, but maybe in our culture is less common to participate while studying at the university.
What can young professionals learn from each other, and how can they raise their voice to be heard in this transition?
This is something I noticed while I was studying my master, that I felt really inspired when I was surrounded by young people that shared the same values and we had the same ambitions for the future. So I think it's really important to be surrounded by an environment that inspires you and that you want to get more involved in future developments. And finally, you can always learn from each other in terms of the innovations that are going on in your home country, or you have some contacts that that are working in several interesting companies, or they have interesting projects that you didn't think about. So I feel the connection is really important. And as I said, maybe get more involved in international organizations or international projects that can give you always some ideas about how to improve some of your own processes in this sense. And yeah, when you are in a company, for example, in a big company such as mine, I think it's networking events and getting more in contact with the high management, provide an opinion about the matters that that our generation will be leading in the future is really crucial, I think. And yeah, one of the things we can do also is be more active in the schools. So I think inspiring the younger generations can change a lot the future, and especially inspiring women, which unfortunately we are quite underrepresented in the technology, in the technical sector. And I feel that for to tackle the energy transition, we will need all types of profiles, so from different gender, origin, and background. So I think we need to just bring everyone together. And all climate goals are really ambitious, and I think from last year with the war and everything, it was demonstrated that the importance of the energy independence. So we need to get an influence from all different perspectives, and also from the policy level. So we need policies that favor the European industry and mainly the implementation of renewable energy. And I think now young people are very involved in this field, and it will continue like this until we get closer to achieve our climate goals in this sense.
What would you recommend to young people who are making now this decision that you already made? Would you recommend them to do the same as you did?
The same in terms of my studies, or like my path, or
the same in terms of going abroad?
I feel this is a really personal decision. I feel that it opened my eyes a lot, looking at other backgrounds, other cultures, how we tackle the same problems, how we see problems differently as well. Because myself, I have a more European level, but people from other countries, non-European countries such as India or China or the US, might have other perspectives as well for the developments that are needed. So I think indeed an international experience is always really enriching, but I also support staying in your home country and contributing there, because it's a pity that young talent kind of emigrates abroad. So both options are as valuable, but of course I think the connection between international and professionals, I think it's always a point to consider.
I feel a little bit of nostalgia in your talk. So, but let's say in some phase of your career, and you already said it, that in the Netherlands it's better organized, all the educational system, and the getting to the first job and everything else. But let's say in some phase of your professional life, you decide to go back and try to influence within the Spain to getting to the standards where the Netherlands is, or Germany, or some other countries that are better organized in those terms. What do you think about that?
Mainly your culture influences a lot. And I feel that, for example, one thing that shocked me when I moved to the Netherlands was the fact about students taking a gap year to just be working in these organizations or student associations for free. So, for example, let's build a car that is powered by solar panels. And then with this experience, also it's really valuable for your CV later on for companies, not that you have this kind of integrated knowledge about all these projects, but also you decide to stop your studies to just contribute to this project, and you start getting in contact with some companies for the funding, and you get a really clear overview before you graduate about maybe what's needed or which things you want to focus on. While maybe in Spain we have this idea of we need to just study, and then when after studies we just look for a job. But I think there are so many opportunities that in the university itself that maybe we don't take the advantage in Spain. So I think that's something that I would like to implement if I have the opportunities to start getting students more active in what they are capable on, what they are interested in, and also it helps to get some confidence, be in contact with some big companies, do some networking, and get in touch with other young professionals from these companies. So finally you create a network that will help everyone in the end.
You mentioned women in technical sector and that they are not well represented. Well, what do you think was the reason for that?
Good question. I feel it's a general statement when we kind of categorize some jobs to be for men or women, and I think we grow up with this idea that technical jobs such as engineering or the STEM, maths, etc., are mainly for men, and also we don't have any kind of role models to look up to. So if I see some women in high management, then I feel, then I feel represented, and I would like to become that as well. But we grow up with the idea that only men are in this type of industry, and I feel that it's getting better and better since I started my career. It has been quite recently. I've seen more and more women starting in this field, and also more women in the engineering studies at the university. So it's improving, but I feel we still have a lot of work to do. So it's important, I think, to inspire young women and to make sure that they know that they can do it, and there are no studies for men or women in this sense.
But how did you find out that you have a love for the technical sector? How did you decide?
In my case, I had a lot of doubts because I was also very interested in other fields like literature and languages, etc. But in the end, I think I had a role model at home that was my grandfather, and also he kind of made and let me know that I can do it. So I was kind of inspired from home to see, this is actually really interesting, and it's something I want to focus on when I grow up as well. And also, you see, like when you are in the school, that you get good grades, so you feel, I can do it. So I get even better grades than other men in the class, so why not? But then, of course, when you're studying at the university, you get some doubts, like, is this actually for me? Or and also, at the university, we were underrepresented too, like maybe less than 50%, of course, of the class were women. But I have to say, I never felt like it was not for me in this sense. So you just have to be brave and go for it.
So you're happy with your choice?
Yes. I think if I would go back, I would choose the same studies. Also, I was really interested in sustainability, and then I felt, what's a good trade-off between engineering and sustainability? And then there was this new degree called energy engineering, and I thought, I can focus on renewable energy later on. And so now I feel that it's a crucial topic in our society. So, and I'm really excited about being part of the energy transition. So I feel, I would choose the same if I have to study another degree again.
Mónica, thank you for being my guest today.
yeah, thanks to you, and yeah, I was glad to have this chat with you today.
Thank you.
Thanks.